Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel this evening. It's JFK and Bridge evening.
Evening, Oxford. Evening, Oxford. Evening, Bridge, man.
Oh, can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel? Huge good evening to you guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
And just Fox will be with us later on. He's just been doing a bit of colouring in.
See, before we can I just jump in there, Oxford, before we start the show in case I forget?
Do you have Alzheimer's and on it?
No. I'd just like to give a big shout out for Big Stevie for McPherson, for Big Stevie for the drum. Stevie's Association are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Various events have been held, but the main event has been held in the Wee Rangers Club on the 25th of April, and it's actually sold out. I will be there, and I know various others that I know will be there as well.
Oh, I was going, but now that you're going, it can't be the same place at one time.
Anyway,
like Harry and Will.
This Stevie's Association is a wonderful association. Know that the amount of help they've gave to homeless people. Actually, Kingy, he's fantastic doing that.
Here,
but they've helped so many organisations and various individuals, including the expenses for people who've lost their loved ones. And we all know Big Stevie Lello in here, and he's a gentleman.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh no, you've got to go that far because you paid me a $5 to say that. Anyway, it's 50 years of the association's been going, and just like to wish them all the best for the various things they're running this year, and let's look forward to the next 50 years. So well done, Stevie, and all the guys at the association.
Stevie was a founder member.
Stevie was a founder member, yep.
And his long-suffering missus, who shouldn't be forgotten, because behind every great man, there's a great woman, JFK.
Yeah, especially if there's a big in the back, you know what they say.
Anyway, we'll move on. We've still got Tim Implosion, but we're just getting ready for a game tomorrow night, Bridge. One more sleep, my old mate.
Yep, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
You're no Bridge.
I didn't say Bridge, it says your old mate.
No, Bridge, my old mate.
Oh, I love it. Aye,
I never thought I'd say that.
One more
Bridge
sleep.
was getting interrupted.
One more sleep. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, I've not been funny. It's as if we haven't seen our team for 6 months. That's what it feels like, you know. Oh, it's such a long time. I'm so looking forward to it, really. I'm desperate to go out there. I hope it isn't raining, because I'm fed up with this bloody rain.
I think it's 40 days and 40 nights, mate, I'm afraid.
My wife was just saying they reckon it's going to be -4 tomorrow. 4 degrees early on in the afternoon. What's it going to be like in the morning? Like -2 or something like that.
That's January, Bridge. What do you expect?
Oh, I know, pal. I know. I'm a right moaning face swine, I tell you.
I know.
Right moaning face swine. Can I just say say something else? I remember with a few guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever get that boy? Remember that boy Ewan Cameron? It used to be with Real Radio.
He's never been on the show. No.
I didn't want to say too much, but I met him. I was in Clydebank, in a shop in Clydebank, the wife and I. And
he went, "How you doing, Bridgeman?" No.
I said, "Is that you, Ewan?" He says, "Aye." Because the last time I saw him, we were quite close to him when he was when Gerrard would come up to Ibrox.
Aye.
So he said to me, when I said that to me, he says, "That was a fantastic day, fabulous. What a crowd!" He says, "Marvellous crowd." And he went on to tell us, so some of the things we're moaning about. So if it kind of seemed a bit sympathetic towards us anyway. Let's put it that way. And I says, I thought you were a Hearts man. He says, "Well, I really am." He says, "But you need another team, don't you?" He says, that's what he said to me. You need another team. So you might be right, JFK. That's what it might be.
He stays doing that. I've seen him a few times in the Clydebank Shopping Centre.
Oh, there you go then. I didn't recognise him initially, you know.
I'm sure he recognised you.
Oh, of course.
JFK, Bridges' point's valid. I mean, we haven't played a lot of games at Ibrox, have we, in the last few months?
No, well, that's what we were saying, sure, the first half of the season, Oxford. You know, we had the glut of games that were all away from home, and the puddle drinkers and all theirs at home. So that's the roles reversed now, and they've got to go and play away, albeit I would say some of your home games are quite obviously quite tough games, especially against the spoon burners and the sheep. I'm not bothering about the watery farts and that, but it's the tables have turned. Look, it's another, as we say, another block of games that we're looking to get into the end of February before there's a wee break again for the Scottish Cup. So it's 7 games, league games, Ox here. We need to come out of there with the 21 points before. We've obviously got our game in hand against St Johnstone in March. And I seen something online today about the SPFL are panicking if the Rangers get further and further in Europa League. Where are they going to fit Rangers in?
Is our game in hand not against Ross County?
Ross County, yeah. Ross County. Yeah.
No, according to what it says here today that it was actually against St Johnstone. It's penciled in for St Johnstone. Maybe it was a misprint, but I thought they were due to play St Johnstone on that day, and we were meant to play St Johnstone on that day, and they were meant to play Ross County. I might be wrong, but I mean I read it online today. It was St Johnstone, but if anybody else can correct me on that, I'm happy for them to do that. But it's a game in hand. We've got whoever it's against, but they're panicking. You know what they're panicking for, and what they were wanting to happen is they're wanting Rangers to be knocked out. Because that'll help alleviate that problem. But I've got a lot of confidence in Rangers will do that, no problem. But a good lot of games at home, quite a few in a row. I think there's 3 in a row, 4 in a row nearly, including the cup game.
Well, we've got Stranraer Friday night, Bridge, and then we've got St Mirren on Wednesday, the first league game back. Away to Hearts on the Sunday. Then we're Wednesday, Ross County, and then we have a couple of decent home games. Saturday the 1st, home to
Sheep
Aberdeen, and then Wednesday the 5th, we're home to Hibs. So in theory, we've got forgetting about the cup tie tomorrow night, the league game, we've got 4 out of 5 at home, and then we're away to Kilmarnock. But potentially before the cup, the Kilmarnock game, we could have another home game if we get a favourable draw in the cup, Bridge.
Yeah. Hey, look, what can we say? It's right. I have to say, it's very, very exciting, the whole thing. And the lead up to it, I'm just desperate. I feel as if, when's the last time we were at Ibrox? That's what I keep thinking. It might only have been a month ago. But for God's sake, it's such a long time ago since I've seen my team. Ibrox. That's what I feel. And I'm desperate to go up and see them. So tomorrow night, it's going to be what's the crowd? Did any idea where the crowd will be?
It's nearly sold. When you go to for
I'm hearing close to 40,000 potentially, which is a marvellous club.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. A Friday night. Wow.
The club deck's closed completely, so they're talking at just under 40,000.
Well, it'll be very close to a full house, minus the place will be just ram-packed. They might have to open it.
No, it's for logistical reasons, it says, whatever that means. I don't know. They just say that they've shut if you look on the graph for tickets, there's a couple of seats here and a couple of seats here, Bridgeman, but the whole top of the club deck is completely, it's no tickets available. So I don't know what the reason that the Rangers have shut the club deck for.
They would have shut the club deck because they wouldn't want to open it and have an expense when there's
that's right.
Other parts of the ground, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So, aye.
Can I just say, Jimmy, I think my memory's not that great now, but I think you're right. I think that somebody said it was against St Johnstone and others have said it's against Ross County, and I don't really know who we're playing, to be honest, that game in hand. I can't remember who it was.
For me, it's Ross County.
Ross County, okay.
Aye, we played St Johnstone at Ibrox. No, we played St Johnstone away, we won 4-0. I don't think we have played them at Ibrox.
I think it's maybe somebody in the lobby will be able to tell us for 100% sure.
We had 2 games. We had the semi-final and the final, and they played one of their games in hand. So potentially it could be the 2 of them are still outstanding, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to hear from our manager, but before we do that, if people want to join us, what's the number? JFK.
It's 0141 356 1972.
What else can I join this, Bridge?
They can join us in Skype at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue or Fox will bring you in, look after you, enjoy yourself.
Fox, he's busy at the moment, mate.
Okay, busy. Well, Old School Blue will get then.
Technical Terry.
Technical Terry,
anyway. We'll be joined with our first caller, Port Bears joined us.
That's not him for Port. Is that him for Port Glasgow?
The clue's in the name, Bridge.
Observational skills are sharp with it, mate.
Oh, mate. He's losing his memory. Take him on for a quiz.
How are you boys anyway? How are you?
All right, mate. How's your good self, mate?
Aye,
good,
nice
festive, no spoke to you for.
I know. I had a good wee time with the family and stuff, aye. Good wee sort of bit
a couple of snowballs.
Well, I was just going to get to this, mate. I actually upgraded to now Smirnoff. I managed to behave myself on the Smirnoff because I'm usually a sod on Smirnoff. So, but maybe because I'm older, I'm getting more mature now, you know. I managed to get a few litres of Smirnoff done. So I had a good wee New Year, mate. It was brilliant. Good time with family.
A few litres of Smirnoff, all right. So you were out drinking with the Waynes, were you, JFK, weren't you?
What did you have in your Smirnoff, mate?
I knew you were going to say this.
Advocate and lemonade.
Yeah. You know, it's not a nice drink. Smirnoff and baby sham, mate. So you need to chuck that.
Just the usual Coca-Cola and Iron Brew.
Oh, Coca-Cola. Get a cider in it.
You've got a problem, JFK.
Oh,
you've got a problem.
I've only got one gum.
Anyway, get yourself in mute. We're going to hear from your manager, and then I think Stardog's joining us, but we'll hear from Stardog after we hear from our manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
Pretty good. We had a problem yesterday with Tav. I know there's some rumours circulating that he's going to be missing for 6 weeks and a couple of months. They aren't true. He'll probably be missing for a couple of weeks, all being well. He's had a little minor procedure around his appendix, which we've sorted out yesterday. The small procedure went really well, so he'll be missing for a couple of weeks. Phil Hollander's progressing, but still in the boot and still on crutches, so that'll be a slow one. Glenn Middleton's got an issue with his foot. That happened in a reserve game here a few days ago against Motherwell. He's had a scan, so we're just waiting for confirmation on the length of that injury, but he'll be missing in the short term as well. Greg Stewart come off training yesterday with a tight calf. He is in the scanner machine as we speak.
Might the Glenn's issue affect whether he comes back out and wins the second half of the season?
Possibly, because there was a few things bubbling away with Glenn. So that may or may not put them people off who we were in contact with. But we don't predict he'll be missing for too long. So maybe not. I don't know.
And is there a timescale, a more exact timescale when Philip might be back from his injury?
Where are we now? We're coming up to the middle of January. I still think he'll be at least a month. That's, don't hold me to that. That's just to give you something to work with.
How big a blow is the Tavernier one, or is it more? It could have been worse. It's actually quite lucky. So a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think these situations can be worse. I think they can be up to 6 weeks and a couple of months if there's complications, if the appendix burst inside, but that wasn't the case. We've managed to get to the situation really early. So it was at a very early stage. So I think when that happens and you get in, the right person gets in and sorts it out, it's looking more like a couple of weeks rather than a couple of months, which is good news, but no one wants to lose the captain for one game, never mind a couple.
Was it quite a sudden thing? Did he come
No, he's totally fine in Dubai. Flew back, had a day off, and then the morning we were about to come in, was just getting a bit of abdominal pain. Wasn't sure what it was, called a doctor. Thankfully, we've got one of the best doctors in the business who sent him to a specialist straight away, and we got to the problem pretty early.
In terms of ins and outs, Stephen, I know you were talking about players leaving. You talked about Greg Doherty and Jamie Murphy. Can you update us on that, please?
Yeah, well, I think there's a real serious club in for Doherty. Negotiations are ongoing. It's getting closer and closer. I predict something could happen in the coming days. with Jamie, it's a similar situation, but maybe not as close as Doherty's. But I predict that they will go out, hopefully in a couple of days for their sake, so they can get playing football as quick as possible. But these negotiations sometimes take longer than I want them to take. But in an ideal scenario, I want to see them playing competitive football in the coming days rather than weeks.
I know Greg spoke in the past about he doesn't want to give up. He's dreaming of playing there. The club he's supported are boy, and it's a message to them again: go out, play games, and come back and show that they can still play a part.
Yeah, listen, I think he had a real strong loan at Shrewsbury. I think Shrewsbury done ever so well with him. He went down there and got Team of the Year. So he's had a lot of attention around that league. We've also had some championship interest as well. But this is a player that we respect very much because of the way he's gone about it. He's given his maximum effort to try and push the lads that are in the starting 11 and the lads that are in the squad to try and get a place. But unfortunately, it hasn't happened. So the best thing for him at this stage of his career is to go and play, certainly from now till the end of the season. Then we'll analyse it again in pre-season.
Stephen, as a manager in this January window, how difficult is it turning your squad to the number that you find suitable?
I think it's a question I'd like to answer probably come the end of January because we're hopeful to trim it. The reason we are trimming is because we want to be respectful to the players that need to play. The squad is too big at the moment, but it is something that I wanted to do in the summer because of what happened last year. I felt as if I wanted to be more bloated than light because of the options we had in certain situations after injuries and suspensions in certain games last year. So I think it was the right thing to be a bit bloated at the beginning of the season, but now where we are in the season, the games that are left to play and how the team and the squad's looking, I'm more confident and relaxed with people going out to play and trimming it down.
Do you think the introduction of Ross Wilson has helped move players on?
I don't know. I haven't really analysed that situation. Ross is doing a fantastic job. I've been really impressed with him since he's come in. The relationship's getting stronger and stronger daily. He's certainly on the same page as myself and the staff, and he's working tirelessly to help me trim the squad and also work on things for the future as well to try and make the team and the squad better.
The fact people are leaving, does that free up your possibility of bringing more players in than you maybe thought at the beginning of the window?
No, I don't think so. I've always said it'll be a quiet month in terms of incomings, and nothing's changed on that. Unless something big happened to one of the players, then I don't predict anyone to come in.
What are your thoughts ahead of Stranraer?
Well, it's an important game for us because it's a competition that we want to win, and we want to go all the way to Hampden in as well. The experience of Hampden in the League Cup has given us a real good taste, and I'm sure the players echo this, that we want to go all the way. So we'll treat Stranraer with the utmost respect. It's a home game. It's the first game back after the small break. So all the players are excited. I certainly am, and we want to get our rhythm back as quick as we can because this time last year we had a setback with the cancellation of the Carlton Beath game, and obviously a setback at Kilmarnock. I didn't feel as if we stayed in our rhythm throughout the game. So we're hoping to start this second part of the fixtures in a better rhythm and in a better place.
I know Nathan Patterson was given his chance to impress in Dubai. Is it hard to blood in youngsters when the title race is so close and every game is meaningful?
I think it makes it a bit more tougher, of course it does, yeah. But it's pretty simple, my message to the academy players. If they're good enough, and they're good enough consistently, and they come over when they train with us or they get the opportunities, if they show that they're better than the people that are in the place who've got the shirt, we'll look at it and analyse it very seriously. I'm someone who's from an academy. I want to give them an opportunity and a taste for it. But I'm not someone who buys into all this, my pathway's blocked and but my agent's got 7 other teams waiting for me here, there and everywhere. I'm not interested in it all. If you want to play for Rangers and you're good enough, you'll get there.
Will you use your squad for this game, Stephen, do you think?
Yeah. Yes, you'll see some changes. Certainly from the last 11 I picked at Celtic Park, you'll see some changes. We've actually got 2 games here over the weekend. So we've got one on Friday night, and then we've got a bounce game here behind closed doors, which enables me to get minutes into all the players' legs, so everyone's ready for when the league starts as well. But yeah, you'll see some changes, but you'll also see a strong side that's selected to play Sunra.
Stephen, there's stories today that the SFA are set to ban heading for youngsters under the age of 12 in order to lessen the risks of players developing dementia in later life. Just wonder if you had any thoughts on that and what you felt.
Yeah, well, I think it's certainly something that I back in terms of the dementia and the seriousness of it. But I think there's ways that you can do it around banning heading totally for under 12s. I used to love heading balls from probably the age of 4. So I wouldn't take it away from them completely, because they're watching the heroes every single day on the TV, heading, scoring goals, top players throughout the leagues, throughout the world. But there's certainly things that you can help them with in terms of maybe making the balls smaller or lighter, or doing heading in a different way, without using the heavy case balls, for sure.
Is that ever something you think about this? Obviously I think it's something like professional footballers have got a 3 times greater risk of developing this in later life. Is it something that
the numbers are scary, they are alarming. That's why I agree in the seriousness that it's getting taken. But I also think that we can do it in different ways without using your normal match day ball every single day throughout the sessions when we're talking about these babies or under 14s, whatever number you want to put on it. We do certainly need to help them and support them, for sure.
I think it's going to fundamentally change the way we develop players now.
What do you mean?
In terms of if they can't hit a ball in training.
Well, this is what I'm saying to you. I think you can still have them heading balls and the technique and the timing of going to jump, what positions to attack, but you can maybe help them in terms of the lightness of the ball. And I know you've got sponge balls, you've got volleyballs that wouldn't have the impact that maybe a normal case ball would have. So we as a football family, we all have to analyse what's the best way, because we don't want to affect the development, but we do need to take it serious because the numbers are too high.
George, I don't know how much we should read into the fact that you're starting for August, but that's maybe a game.
He's starting against Sunra.
Is this a good chance for you to go out and impress and show your manager what you can do?
Yeah, it is. I feel like I've been patient, and I've been waiting for say a game like this. So no, it'd be good to get out on the pitch and show what I can do.
Is it almost bittersweet because you don't want to be sat on the sidelines, but the team are doing well, and that's why you've not been able to get into the side? Yeah,
I'm not stupid. The lads who've been playing centre half have been doing like class. Nico's come in and done excellent, so I can't argue why I'm not playing. I know the position of standing, so I've just got to be patient, and hopefully I can show a bit tomorrow.
July was maybe a good spell for yourself because you got that sort of solid week of training, and then this week as well to just get in amongst and show exactly what you can do.
Yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed Dubai. It was a good experience for me, and it was good to get some minutes at the game as well.
Can you take inspiration from the way that Nico's handled his situation? Obviously, he was in the team at the start of the season, obviously he's players, but he's kept his head down, worked hard, and when he gets the opportunity and performs.
Yeah, Nico's someone I look up to and watch and learn off in training. So I do look at his journey and how he's dealt with it this season, and it's something I can definitely learn off.
All right, thanks for that, folks. We're all back, including Stardog. Evening, Stardog.
Evening, guys.
How are we doing, mate? All right?
Aye, no bad, mate. Yourselves?
Let's just briefly talk, before we go on about the manager's interview, obviously we're a Rangers show, but we love the game of football. What do you make of the announcement, Stardog? You've got young family and you like the game yourself, and I agreed with your manager there. I don't think you can take the coaching doesn't help them, because you want to teach them the technique ahead on the ball, but I agree with him 100%. Use different kinds of balls for the coaching. Ideal for me.
100%, mate. I like the idea of volleyball. It's just, you know what I mean? It's still the same shape. It's just that it's a lot lighter for, like I say, he's talking babies, mate. I would say for maybe 10s and unders, you would use volleyballs and things like that. I think that's a lot safer. Only if you're doing heading drills, do you know what I mean? You can obviously, if you're teaching them to play football, you can keep it on the ground. You have a 2-touch rule, 2-touch, you pass it, score in the net, no header, no nothing, and then you can have your own drills for heading, and you use the volleyballs or a foam ball or whatever, mate. That would suit me, obviously, because I mean, I've got a wee boy myself, and he goes to football training and things like that, and they use a size 5 match day ball, mate, at their training, so they they're running about this gym hall, and they're just blottering it off each other, and it's madness, mate, especially at the age of 7. But after we're doing,
a size 3, mate.
Aye, well, size 5 it is there.
Size 3 for 7-year-old range, mate. You know, but aye, there is a lot of things we can do. Bridge, man, I'll take you, then we'll get going again. We're getting a lot of interference for you, Bridge, so...
For me?
Terry send you messages, mate, but...
Interference for me?
You're a guy who strived on heading the ball and loved it.
Oh, myself, aye. Well, you know, you're kind of brought up with different sized bladders or different sized balls, even wee lightweight plastic balls. So you can go for the tennis ball all the way up to the size 5 T bladder. But if you're Wayne's, you know, you played football with anything, and if it was a big ball, great, because you maybe get your foot around it. But the weight it was tremendous. And I agree with everything the manager says. Different, shall we say, made of different fabrics and things like that. Your leather, and I mean, remember the old mole masters used to get at school? They were a weight, you know, for a wee kid.
No, as heavy as the Thomas and T-balls, mate.
No, I'm saying they were a weight for wee kids, you know. So I think somewhere along the line, the manager's right. They want to reduce the weights when they're playing with the kids. Sponge balls, call them what you like, and that's the way it should be. And they shouldn't be playing with full-size balls until, let's say, they're 16 or 17, and I don't know when they're going to ban, if they're going to ban heading a football. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to ban heading up to 16 or 17 or what? I'm not that sure what they're going to do. But certainly to control it and to try to, shall we say, minimise the damage with kids' heads and heading ball, is you have to make the ball, definitely make them smaller and lighter as they go up, lessen the impact.
I mean, hopefully the stats will improve as the generation goes forward who played with the heavy bladders, if you like, Bridge. Yeah. Hopefully the stats for the dementia will improve, because obviously you wouldn't like to think that when you have a game of football, 40 years later you can be affected. You know.
I mean, that must be horrendous for them, really, truly. And Foxy will tell you as well. I mean, when you're and even JFK will know, when you're a young boy, you're playing the close, you're heading the ball against the close, and it was a tennis ball or a small light plastic ball, and it was all keep you up with the ball and all that. You did all that.
Tanner ball fit, but
Tanner ball stuff, absolutely.
When I went to Hamilton Crescent, none of us had a full size ball. It was always Tanner ball. We had tennis ball and that.
But we leathered you a million times.
I tell you, but you couldn't learn us at fighting. There you go.
Oh, I could do that.
Hammy boys. Can I ask? I don't know if I can say Stardog here. Stardog, did you say that you was playing me a size 5?
Size
7, mate. I take them into these football training, mate, and there's about 10 7-year-olds, and they've all got a ball each, mate, and it's absolute chaos in this gym hall.
Do you know that
there's folk getting scalped in the face, there's folk getting hit in the belly.
Well, I can tell you something. Do you know under guidelines by the FA, Scottish FA, and health and safety, mate? I mean, probably like Oxshire, and I've ran a couple of football teams. Size 3's got to be for under 7, size 4 for under 10s, and then you don't go up to the size 5 until you get to 15, 16, 17 up the adults. Now, if that was my boy, I wouldn't be letting them take part in that unless we're using a recommended size of a ball. That's dangerous, mate. That's dangerous. I mean,
it's not good. It's not good for the technique. The boys.
It's not good, but it's not good for the technique. But first and foremost, safety.
Knees in some of them, mate.
Yeah.
The ball's up to their knees in some of them. Obviously, some of them are quite wee and all.
I don't know what kind of. No, I know I don't know what kind of a football training it is that they're doing and who they play for that, mate, but or if it's just a recreational thing. But you know, I mean, as I say, I ran a couple of under 12 teams and that, and I certainly made sure that the kids had the proper size football to play with. Certainly, you know, it's something you should maybe look into, mate. But I don't know what the guys were saying there. You know, I'm a wee bit older than Oxshire now, but the Bridgeman, I remember playing with a big leather boys with the laces in them and that. And
you know where they were made. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll go back to the Rangers. But that is a whole interesting debate. And Stardog, your boys should be playing their size 3, mate. Port Bear, I know you'll have views on that as well, mate.
It's obviously you don't want ever, for these youngsters' jobs, you don't want ever their development to suffer through anything, you know what I mean? So, as you touched on a minute ago, they've got recommendations for the size of balls they should be using, so let's look after our veins. They should really go to football and enjoy themselves and not be hurt it. And I've been in situations like Stardog saying, help my mate run team to Port Juniors not down here, where the veins had, not the right balls, and you've got them in a an indoor pitch, and they're not just melting the ball about each other. It's not the first time I've seen one of these guys taking, a square one right in the face, or the Stardog saying the stomach or the chest, and they're screaming, and it's not enjoyable. It puts them off. Because they've not got the right, equipment. So I'm all for touching what the gaffer says. Let's be clever. In this modern world, the technology we've got, different, football available for kids. They don't need to be heading, size 5 adult footballs. Let's face it, we've all disagreed with them, haven't we? We've all went up there and cleared one out, and you felt absolutely terrible after it and being adults, you know what I mean? So you don't want to take the enjoyment out of it, and that's what it's about for me, enjoying it and, developing their skills, mate.
I think I headed the ball twice the whole time I played.
I couldn't jump high enough to header it, so I was all right.
I always thought that was for the idiots like Bridge. There you go, throw yourself at that. I'll just wait here for the ball to come out the sky.
Can I come in that, Oxter? Because I remember when we were doing first couple of teams I played with, our football training was we were playing inside. You weren't allowed to put the ball over shoulder. It's got
based.
You got that variation.
They were dropping bombs. That's how you were playing inside.
I'm just saying that was some of the teams I played with. Their training rules where you weren't allowed to header the ball. It was all about closer, chest the ball down, that kind of stuff.
Playing on the deck.
That's it, as much as possible.
You have your futsal now with a heavy ball it's came from Brazil where you play the 5-a-sides we would call it, but the ball doesn't come off the deck. There's no header than that.
Yeah, right, mate.
Oxshire, you'll remember. I was talking about the Tanner ball football, but you remember in the 108 BB playing bench football, and the ball wasn't out. It was 2 touch the ball, and that gave you good skills.
That's we used to play, Jimmy.
And you weren't allowed to. The ball wasn't allowed. And Mr. Jolly would blow the whistle.
Where did you get the benches?
We stole them.
Well done.
Well, I didn't say I no stole them. I acquired them. You go to somewhere now, but it was good. But that was. I never played football at a great level, but I was a decent skillful player. But I learnt my skills with the Tanner ball and the bench football with the BB and that, and I really enjoyed that. That gave me my quick skills with the right wing and that. But the heading of the ball wasn't a problem for me. Like Ox here, I probably couldn't in my one hand many times actually headed the ball. But
you were usually using your head somewhere else.
Don't even go there with that one. Okay.
Right, let's move on. But I suppose we could have a debate in that at one time. It's a whole different subject, but it's the development of kids' football. But the team, looks as if, I don't know, I would like to guess what the team's going to be Friday night, tomorrow night, Stardog.
I could have a good guess at it.
It's a fiver for every one you get right.
I reckon it'll be McGregor in nets with Barisic, Katic, Jorge and Nathan Patterson. I think he'll play tomorrow. And then I think with the four up front, I think Ryan Kent will play. I think Ojo will play too. Maybe Aribo, Jack, and Arfield. I think that'll be the team tomorrow, mate.
Bridges got in all of that, so it's a fiver for everyone you've got wrong, right?
Okay, we're on.
It'll be interesting. I mean, 2 games. Game tomorrow night. Go out there, win the game, Port Bear, and move into the next round. And then, really, we're building up to Wednesday, really, aren't we?
It's one of Bridgeman's wee sayings, mate. We take each game as it comes.
Absolutely.
I think Jimmy touched on it earlier on, but, this next block of games for this month, I think that's the way we do it. A game at a time. We look at the games in blocks, don't we? You think, that's that month done, Now we're into January, so we just need to concentrate, just keep getting W's in the board, mate. It's important, as Stardog says here, regarding the team selection. I think this is a chance where, Stranraer's on a 7-game losing streak now. The teams all over the place are sitting bottom of the first division. So you could probably get young guys like, Nathan Patterson and stuff. But I still think he'll have a relatively strong enough squad. I think Greg Stewart, he might start up alongside.
He's injured, mate.
So, was he still injured, is he?
I said that. Gaffer said that.
Right. I thought just a knock he had. I thought maybe there was a chance maybe he could come back in. I felt like that boy's not getting any luck, is he, Greg Stewart? Every time he seems to do well for himself. Got a couple of wee goals in the pre-season against the bye, didn't he? The wee midway pre-season. And then he's injured again. It's a shame. Can't get a break, guy. Can't get a break.
Talking about luck, I don't know if it's good luck or bad luck, but I think ultimately we've had a bit of good luck with having here, GFK.
Aye, definitely, he's been playing well, but it's unfortunate, he's taking this illness, but my team for the more with obviously Alan McGregor, Flanagan, Edmondson, Katic, Barisic, Kamara, Davis and Jack, Ojo, Jones and Jermaine Defoe.
Still strong enough, isn't it?
That's still a good team. That's resting a couple of players. Obviously an enforced error with Big Tav and that, but I would I'd bring I think Edmondson's definitely, as you heard today, he's definitely for a start, so I think he'll probably drop maybe Golks in it. Because I'm looking forward to seeing Edmondson playing alongside Katic, and I don't think we should be doing anything silly with Barisic. He's playing out his skin now, we need to play him. Kamara and Davis and Jack for me is in the middle. I think he'll play Ojo, with Jones in the left. Give Ryan Kent a wee rest. Or maybe in the bench, bring him on if needed. But it's Stranraer we're playing, and obviously Jermaine Defoe's the man in possession of the striker's role for the next 3 games. So let's see what he does tomorrow.
I tell you, boys, Edmondson.
I think Flandering will start tomorrow, mate. I think McGregor will not see McGregor till Wednesday.
All right, okay, I'm a bit.
Then you go, Port.
I know, we're just going to touch on Edmondson there, Oaks. I think, sitting and listening to him after the manager spoke today, I think that was very, very mature of him, to sit here, knowing he's not had much of a chance, he's not put a fit wrong, he's training well, he's doing everything he possibly can to get picked. It's unfortunate that your centre halves are playing to the level they're playing at. But he used Nico, one of Stardog's buddies, he used him as an example today where Nico sort of fell out of team, Helander gets injured, he gets back in, and, Big Katic has been absolutely immense since Helander's, been out. So that boy, he's saying, he's using him as an example. So I think we'll see a right good, run out for Edmondson tomorrow. I think he'll play really well alongside Big Katic. I'm really interested and desperate to see 2 together, actually. Two are very young. And I rate Edmondson for what little I've saw him. I really do think he's a young up-and-coming, football star, mate.
He's like Greg Stewart, mate. Any time I've seen him, he's not let us down, really.
Aye.
I'll bring Stardog in there. He'll be looking forward to, if it is Nico and Big George tomorrow, to see how they play. He's been a fan of both of them since the start.
I've been raving about the 2 of them for day one, mate. I have. Obviously with Edmondson, mate. I mean, he's got a future ahead of him. Do you know what I mean? He's just he's at a learning phase, and Katic kind of similar to what he had to kind of go through last season, mate. But I mean, big Nico Katic has come on leaps and bounds, mate, and I personally do think that he is our strongest centre-back. I've said that from the beginning of the season. I just think he attacks the ball better than any centre-back in the league even. And Edmondson, mate, like I say, I believe he has got a big future ahead there and with Rangers. He just needs to kind of establish himself. And Gens last, mate...
He could maybe bulking up a bit, do you not think?
Aye. But I mean, he can first ping a ball, but I think you were one of the first people to kind of notice that and pick that out about him. He can definitely ping a ball as well, so he's clever with his feet as well, and he's quite fast. So it'll be interesting to see what the two of them are like tomorrow. But I'm just excited to see my team back on the telly again, mate. I can't wait for it.
Mm-hmm. I was being facetious there. JFK could bulk himself out a bit.
Well, you could probably sell it all you want, not as long as they go down, you know. Katic and Edmondson for me. I mean, I'm excited about seeing the big Horgy play tomorrow night. I think he's a rare player. A lot of people are talking about Polster for Flanagan, but instead of Taverneau being there, but I don't. Polster's been getting a shout at all, and I rate Polster the couple of times I've seen him, but I'm quite excited to see Edmondson tomorrow. It's a big unit, and this is the type of game to blood him in. And I'm really, really excited to see Jordan Jones tomorrow night. I think he's going to be a great player for us at the second half of the season next year.
So you think he'll start, yeah?
I think he'll start just for the sake of getting Ryan Kent a rest.
All right. Well, but interested, as I say, tomorrow night. I'm interested to see what the team is. So, if people want to join us, what's the number, Stardog?
Number is 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Port Bear? Oh, he's on mute.
The bridge, man.
You can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you're brought in at a call by one of the old school Blue or Fox. Talking about Fox, he's finished his call and he's joined us now. Evening, Fox.
Good evening.
How you doing, my old mate?
Doing very well, thank you.
Oh, I'm pleased for you. What do you think of the team tomorrow night?
I think like yourself, it'll be Fotheringham in goal. I think it'll be Flanagan, Edmondson, Katic and Andy Halliday. In the midfield, I think it'll be Arfield, Ryan Jack. And I'm going to take a chance here and say Polster's going to be in there. And up front, Ojo, who will I put on the other side? Ojo, Jordan Jones and Jermaine Defoe.
All right, okay, mate.
No, I don't agree with this. I'll say that the new with the manager. I think the manager should play his best team for the first 60 minutes, get the guys used to playing together for the big game starting up next week. But according to his press conferences, he's going to juggle it up. But that's the sort of team I think he'll put out tomorrow night.
All right, I see where you're coming from there, mate. I mean, nothing will surprise me. I think it looks as if Katic will play along with Edmondson, and obviously Defoe's were only recognised striker, especially if Greg Stewart's took a knock, mate, yeah?
Aye, agreed.
You know, but it'll be interesting to see, yeah. And whatever team we have, we should have enough Fox, eh?
Aye, should do. Can I just say something on the head and the ball of the young
mate,
boys?
Yes.
Aye? I mean, I think the Wains are getting too soft now and too pampered. When I started playing football, mate, I used to kick about a basketball to try and strengthen my legs. I used to header medicine balls. But later on in life, I did suffer with softballs, so I'll just leave it at
that. And also soft in the heat.
It's a horrible affliction, that softballs.
CC and Travel Rock, they never developed on for the size 3 boys.
All right. So when you get the big 5 boys, man, they're enormous.
Can I give something in the team, Oxtear?
Aye, on you go, Bridge. What's your thing?
First, I've got a question, but is there something wrong with the Big Golson?
No, but just assume. he'll be having a rest, mate.
Right. Okay.
I think
I don't think Golson will be rested. So my team would be Wes. I'm fighting between the young lad Patterson and Flanagan to be honest at right back, and it would be Edmondson and it would be Golson and Edmondson. I would play, and I'd go for Ryan Jack, Davis, and Kamara. And I'd go for Aribo in the right, Defoe in the middle, and Jones in the left, in front.
Who's the organiser at the back?
What's that, bud?
Guys, who's the organiser of them all at the back? If it's Katic and Edmondson. Now, remember Polster as well, never even made the buy as far as I don't like Polster's anywhere near the squad.
He was away getting married, pal.
Oh, was he?
His honeymoon, yeah.
But who organises at the back tomorrow?
To be fair, I would ask for a month if I was him. I think Katic should be coming a leader, mate. And obviously, if you've watched George at the times we've seen him, Starbuck, you can come in with us. He's no shy.
No, none of the two of the boys are shy, mate. I think they're both fairly confident in their own abilities. I think they're both future leader material. And either they're certainly no fear to voice ourselves on the part, mate. I mean, Nico Katic does not hold back at all. And for what I've seen Edmondson, mate, he's no shy either. So, no, I think, I mean, between the two of them, mate, there'll be plenty enough to handle the Stranraer attack. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll be phased too much, mate. It should be a very calm and controlled game for them. So, I'm not too really worried about that, mate. But what Ox says is right. None of the two of them are very shy, mate. They don't hold back.
I just think, I mean, tomorrow night we should see it halfway of whatever team we put forward. But
100%.
It's Wednesday night's for the focus, but we have to get them on a night of the way and be professional, JFK.
Definitely, mate. Be professional about it. I mean, it's interesting, all the connotations, all the permutations of the teams of the guys are picking. But you know, that bodes well for us, because as we've said here many times before, the players that we had, the fringe players, and that's really what all they were. But look at the pool of players we've got in the Oaks here, and every one is named a totally different team there, but every player that was mentioned are good players. So every team that everybody picked earlier on is more than capable of doing Stranraer. And I'm going for 7-0 tomorrow night. I'm going for a mollification.
That's nothing. Max went for 10.
Who?
Max went for 10.
Does he? Oh, dearie me. Well, I'm not a gambling man. I might stick a wee fiver on a Jermaine Defoe hat-trick and Rangers to win 5-0. There you go. 7-0, sorry.
I'd be interested to see how it pans out. I mean, obviously, we just want to get through the game, know of any injuries, and move forward to Wednesday night, Port Vale.
Defoe's, mate, that's the way it has to be. I know you sort of touched on it last night in regards to what Jimmy just said there about injuries. Still one of my wee sort of fears as well, we're forward line. But we have to get everybody fit. The Gaffer's organised, as he said in his presser, 2 bounce games, if you like, after, for the weekend as well. So as to keep on the, obviously, miles and legs and keep people match sharpness ready. That just proves, Ox, he's not letting us slip. He doesn't want us to be, inconsistent. He doesn't want our form to drop. He wants to keep the legs going. He wants to keep the, timing, everything that's positive about Rangers right now. He wants to keep that way, doesn't he? And I think it's absolute excellent news. I know what I've said. The guys are playing a lot of games, and I know it's a couple of bounce games, but he's just trying to keep miles in the legs, guys, and keep them fresh. And as you said, Wednesday it just becomes the next important game after tomorrow night.
Hi, Wednesday home to Burn, mate. Biggest game of the season, mad as it is, but mental. But we've got to get them on out the way, Doug.
Yep, 100%, mate. I mean, I think we learned for the Ayr United game last season, the cup, we get suspensions and things like that as well. The squad was very, very thin at the time, but we really don't have that problem this year, mate. And I think, I know Fox would like to see the strongest team. I would like to see the strongest team out of all, mate. But for the good of the squad, you've got to keep everybody sharp, man. And why not against Stranraer at home? But I've got a question for you guys, especially the kind of older ones on the panel. I was listening to an interesting conversation today, and they were talking about.
Port Barrow sitting this out there if it's for
We
older
were
ones.
talking about Steven Gerrard, mate, and if he manages to pull this off this year by winning the league, would it be a bigger achievement than what Graham Souness did? Because obviously they were saying that Steven Gerrard would kill for the war chest that Graham Souness had, mate. And would you agree that if Steven Gerrard pulls this off this year, it would beat what Graham Souness done for this club? And is there any similarities with the two of them?
There's a lot of similarities. Souness done it in his first season, but he went and bought established stars. They were stars.
The England team.
Internationals.
It's not quite. There wasn't quite half the England team, but he bought stars. He bought a lot of journeymen and tried a lot of players. But you've got to remember, Scottish football was in a different place then. Aberdeen were getting to the winning European trophies. Dundee United were getting to the final of European trophies.
Yep.
You know, arguably, the whole league was more competitive. I think we finished 5th when Graham Souness walked in the door. But because of the journey, this journey, we'd went 9 years without winning the league, and that's the similarities. Because of the journey, this one will be, I think, more special to the Rangers family than the Souness one was, personally. But I don't know.
Just thinking about the budget he's had to work with, Ox, you know.
At the time when Souness came in the door, Rangers didn't have the biggest budget in Scottish football. They ended up with it, but they didn't have.
Aye.
Yeah, JFK.
Just something I was putting out there.
I would say the Graham Souness one was by far more exciting to win at that time when no just the puddle drinkers were dominating Scottish football, but I mean so was the Sheep and Dundee United and on that era till we actually managed to do that up at Pittodrie that day. But for me, I mean there was a lot of great players at that time, so I know the heart's tugging because you know the journey we've been on in the last 7-8 years. But for me, the Graham Souness we won the title then. For me, that was a special moment, and this will be a special moment at the end of the season when we win the 55. But I can see where Stardug's coming from. But for me, I would go for Graham Souness.
Are you talking about Graham Souness? Forgive me. Are you talking about Graham Souness as the manager or Graham Souness' team?
No. The winning
I'm just asking.
Winning the title.
I'm talking about Bridge. If just Steven Gerrard manages to pull this off and win the title this year, compared him in his first season with Souness winning the title, would that mean a lot more to the likes of yourselves? Because obviously I wasn't a bit when Souness won the title and things like that with Rangers, so would that mean more to yourselves considering where we've been in the budget Gerrard's had to work with rather than the kind of lot Souness had a lot more to work with in terms of expenses, and obviously English players weren't allowed in Europe English teams weren't allowed in Europe at the time, so he'd a bit more gone for him. Would it mean more to you?
He was given some good money. He was given some good money to spend, and he spent wisely. And I thought he was a revelation, like Oxter and JFK. These were fabulous days for the Rangers. A resurgence of the Rangers, the sleeping giant for a long time. But I have to say, my heart says something different to right now. I think back to even 3 years ago, we weren't playing that well until Graham Souness came in. Until Gerrard came in. And I think Gerrard's lifted us up to another, maybe even 2 levels here. And the fans are buying into it in really, really big style. So, because you go to Ibrox now, you know yourself, the excitement's all there. Everybody's all going for it. I know we're not playing the best football. We're not got the most valuable players in the whole world. But my God, the atmosphere's getting generated, the teams, the appreciation. And that young lad, Martin Morelos, is just driving the whole country just mental. All right for us, and he can keep doing it for us. Other people just hate him, and that's driving another thing, you know. So we want to talk about that.
Fox then Port Bell with that one. Port Bell with true.
I think Souness with the backing of David Murray had a big
David Holmes at the time. It would have been David
it was the first time we won the championship, I think Murray was in charge, mate.
No, Murray came in 1988, mate.
Aye, I know it was David Holmes that brought him in, but it was to get the era going. Murray came in. I mean, his time at Ibrox, I think he spent nearly 90 million on players, Graham Souness, mate, believe it or not. And as people rightly said, we had the slight advantage of English teams being barred out of Europe, so we're getting the cream of the crop for down there as well. I don't know. Overall, I would say if Gerrard does it this year, it'll be a bigger achievement, mate.
All right, mate. As soon as his first year and a half, Murray wasn't at the club, mate.
Yeah. But you remember when we won the league in 86-87 season, Oxshire, you know, after 9 years that we hadn't won anything, we did a couple of cups now, but I mean, they all said, I remember reading it in many places, that after the puddle drinkers won it the next year in their centenary, wasn't it? And everybody was saying it was, you know, this is never going to work. I remember reading it, and you know what happened after that, did you?
Aye.
It's gonna be 9 in a row. It's magic.
Well, that was when I was just grew up as a young boy. That's when just basically that whole era just kicked in for me. The whole 9 in a row era. I was just, you know, it was great to be a Rangers fan. We were buying England's #1 captain, England's centre backs, England. You know, it was just all the. As somebody said earlier on, some of the best players England had. They were in your team. I think more or less. Soon as he was given an open checkbook. But what you got to add to Steven Gerrard, it's his first job at Rangers Rocks. First job as a manager.
That was Souness' first job as well.
Yeah.
Aye, I know, but I don't know. I think it's just because of the money situation for me, and where the club came from, through Murty and stuff, up to what Gerrard inherited. I just think, I don't know if it's Stardug's theory. I've got to agree with Stardug if he's thinking Gerrard's, you know, it's a better feat. It was great. I loved that 9 in a row. You know, that was amazing. You probably remember yourself. I was only a young boy. I was only Wayne, but it was absolutely fantastic. But
I remember Souness' first season when he won the league had nothing to do with 9 in a row.
No, I know, mate.
No.
I know. Yep.
Right. But you know, on that 9 in a row after, obviously I say 86, 87, Graham Souness won it, and then the Puddle Drinkers won it, and then we done the 9 in a row. But the Puddle Drinkers only finished runners-up in 2 of the 9 seasons.
At the back end.
That's right.
Aye, right at the very end, aye.
Because Aberdeen were the force, weren't they?
Aberdeen and Hearts.
Yep.
Motherwell finished runners-up.
Motherwell, aye.
That's right,
There you go, Motherwell. Aye, remember they had a great season, then they fell away, aye.
But what I will say to you, Stardog, just before we go to the tune, it was special with Souness, and maybe I don't want to say if it was better or worse if Gerrard wins the title, but I think this one, because of where the club will be the most emotional league championship with.
Aye. I was interested to see what you guys, obviously, because you were a bit back then, and you know, obviously I'm a young guy when Gerrard's come in. It's much the same as you would have been a lot younger when Souness come in and things like that. And I mean, the similarities are there for everybody to see, mate. They are, and it's just the only thing that's different is obviously the budget, and we've come back to a bit of a darker place, mate. But I just think, I mean, it'll forever be in our gratitude if he wins this league this year, mate. It'll be so special. And it's probably a conversation we should be having after it to see how we all feel. But it's just interesting to see how it's panning out now, do you know what I mean? Because I think, honestly, I'll never forget him anyway, but if he pulls this off this year, I think it's nothing short of a masterstroke, mate, because anybody knows, even Jurgen Klopp said at the Liverpool, it takes 4 or 5 years to build a squad, mate, a right good squad and a right good team, and we're just over 18 months into that, and it's just everything's starting to click and run along smoothly, so an interesting debate, mate.
Aye. The other big change was that Souness could get rid of a player on the Monday and buy somebody else in on the Friday. Obviously, you didn't have transfer Monday, so there was players coming and going all the time. You couldn't name them all.
Right. You dare say a lot more going in his favour than what Steven Gerrard has to work with.
Aye. I know what you're saying, mate. Listen, get yourself some mute, and we're going to have a tune.
See them march on through the
Well, thanks for that, folks. Old School Blue. Well back, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a great tune.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Are you still doing the gay Gordons?
I can't get off a mute. Can you hear me?
Aye.
No. The bloody thing's jammed on mute. And it says it's jammed on mute. So cleared up now. So thank you, whoever cleared it. Thank you.
We'll give you a shout about 5 to 11.
Right, okay, bud. Lots of dancing in the lobby tonight, so very active. Some of the guys are good.
There's your point, Doug, about the different generations, but what I will say is, we don't know how it's going to go, and I think we're all scared to look too far into the season, but there's a real feel-good factor about Rangers, which Steve Gerrard's done for us, mate.
Right, it's the stability, mate. It's the stability and just the class that he's brought to us. You know, and we are, but I mean, comparison to last season, it's not really fair today because he didn't have much to work with, mate. He was trying to get a lot of people out. He got 13 or 14 people in, and a lot of them aren't even really about the team this season. So, I don't know, mate. I just think it's the stability he's brought in the class to the club, and we're a right proper team this season. We've been beat once, mate. We've been beat once in the league at the very start of the season, and he got his tactics wrong. And ever since then, mate, I said it last night, he's became absolutely ruthless in everything he's doing. He's no stopping, mate. But while we've got the momentum, that's the best thing to do. You just keep going, because complacency kills you, mate. Really, it does. I think Sir Alex Ferguson once said that complacency's a killer. So that's the one thing we can't get, and we've got the bit between our teeth, and we just need to keep doing what we're doing, mate. And I think we'll be successful. I mean, I really do. I look at the fixtures the second half of the season, and I know Jimmy wasn't happy when I said that about December, but we get through December, mate. We get through December pretty much unscathed, and now the tables are starting to turn.
Really?
I would say so.
Have you listened back to some of the shows after the first week in December? There was people suicidal.
I was suicidal. I
mean, did warn you, he was only a blip.
I know that, mate, but it was a mental thing, and you know it was never going to be put to the test until the 29th again to see why that pendulum had swung, and we get through all the games up until then, which was all good signs. But again, it was that big game, mate, and we went to Celtic Park and we absolutely dominated them again, and we got our goals this time. And fair play to them, mate. There was only one team going to win that, and the mental block isn't there. So I got that one wrong, mate. But it was just a thought at the time, and it was a concern. But that proves to me that we're a right proper team.
It's your gut feeling after a raw emotion after a bad result.
Yep.
We'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hi, good evening. My name's Harry Allen.
You've got your show on in the background. Can you turn it up, mate?
Aye, just a minute.
Wait
a minute. I've not quite turned it off. Here we are. I'll put that off. There you go.
There we go. How are we doing, Harry?
I'm doing good. Not as good as our team. They're absolutely fantastic. What I was phoning you for was that over the past few days, like everybody else, I've probably been bored senseless with the bad weather and the fact we're no playing. And got around to thinking about the kind of influence that ex-Rangers players have got in the current game. So I really got around to thinking how many of the players and the names of the players that from sort of the Graham Souness era on went on to manage teams in our country and other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I thought about it, the more interesting it got, because when you actually consider some of the players that are managers in Europe, have managed in many places, for example, Ian Ferguson in Australia, we've just got this fantastic influence, and I just wondered if you'd like to maybe talk about that a wee bit, but also to fill in a lot of the gaps, because there's a tremendous number of players I've missed, that's for sure.
So if you go back to when, as soon as his first season, obviously, Butcher went on and managed, Jimmy Nicholl went on and managed JFK, won the League Cup with Leith Rovers.
Yeah. There's been quite a few, isn't there? You know,
there's a lot. I mean, I think I got to about 30, and some of them are quite obscure. Some of them aren't. You know, I mean, I kind of missed kind of obvious ones like John and Johansson, and Petrich. Somebody came up with two different Ian McCall, and Ian McCall with an O and Ian McCall with an A from the past, and Stuart McCall, of course.
Barry Ferguson.
Aye.
Aye.
Alec Ray, Peter Hoostra, Coisty, Haitley, Petrich, and many more. So I just thought it was really quite interesting. The number of players that we've got that are now in management is, I think it's quite special.
Van Bronckhorst.
Magic Bagheera.
Aye, Bagheera.
Arteta. Yeah, somebody just shouted just in front of me.
Aye.
Yep. Gattuso.
Great. World class managers.
Liam McCullough. Jig.
Mm-hmm.
He's assistant manager.
Morris Ross was in the Faroe Islands somewhere, wasn't he? I know.
Aye, he was in Norway a couple of teams there, and then the Faroes. And is he not back at Motherwell now?
David Robertson in America and India.
He's in India. Aye, Kashmir, Real Kashmir.
Cowboys and Indians. Then he went and played with the real Indians.
Aye.
So I believe Kincherskas, is he managing somewhere? Mikhailichenko was.
Shot at Avaladze as well.
Mikhailichenko.
Oh, you can name. Aye, you can maybe name me.
Load of them right enough, isn't there?
Aye.
Frank de Boer.
Aye.
Good shout.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both the Boers, yeah. Both the Boers have managed, yeah.
Aye.
Where are you from, Harry?
I'm actually in Falkirk, but
right.
I've travelled around the world a lot, but I'm based in Falkirk now, and I'm a blue nose through and through, as you would expect, but at the same time, I just find it absolutely fascinating. You know, fascinating. For example, for me to be living in Townsville, a couple of streets away for Ian Ferguson, couldn't believe it when he was there in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when you went over in Oz, were you?
Aye, he was there too. But I just find the whole concept that we've got all these ex-players that can only have good things to say about the club and all these influential positions. It's wonderful.
You're talking about Australia. Big Craig Moore's a manager there as well.
Big Oz, aye.
Aye, that's right. I've forgotten about Craig Moore.
What we don't have, Harry, is we don't seem to have a lot of people or ex-players in the media compared to a certain other club.
Aye, exactly.
Great shout, dear. Especially one.
I think you're absolutely right on that one.
One at a time, boys. On you go, Harry.
Maybe it's because the folks that are ex-players of us know something about football.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they're known retainers for a certain PR company, just me being cynical.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right about the cynical part of it, and I think you're bang on.
How happy are you with Steven Gerrard?
Absolutely phenomenal. I think, in actual fact, I really think at one point that was probably the bravest thing that anybody had done since bringing Graham Souness, because we've gone through the whole thing, the whole panoply of big-time managers and names and ex-players and ordinary stuff, and then somebody was brave enough to throw that hat in the ring, and to be honest, the directors were brave enough to try it. And what a result that's given us. That's turned the club around.
And how long have you been listening to the show, Harry? And how did you find us?
I found you through a lady friend of mine who'd been listening to you for some years.
Tell us more.
She's the only person I know that's more into Rangers than me. But anyway, I started listening to you and think the show is wonderful. Very relaxed, lovely style, and you don't get too stuck in one thing. You're game to try different stuff. I think it's wonderful.
And are you still together?
Oh, aye, of course.
Right, okay, that's the main thing. You're still together.
Aye. But still. No, but I just think that it's a pleasure to listen to you guys, and it's a pleasure to listen to the general view, particularly just now with the current manager and the current squad. We've got an optimism that we haven't had for a long number of years.
Brilliant, Harry. Well said. Well said.
You know what I mean? To be talking about double-figure numbers and even big single numbers against Stranraer. There was a time not so long ago when you'd have been thinking, good, we've really just got to go there and dig a result out. Whereas actual fact, what you're talking about now isn't how much it's no the result, it's how much a result. Well, that's a lot different.
Aye, we've also been joined by Albert, who's been sitting quietly, which he finds very difficult. So bring him in, Harry, you hang on a second. Evening, Albert.
Evening, guys. How you all doing?
Good night, yourself.
Bob Malcolm. There's another one. He managed an ice cream man.
Typical Albert.
Hey, I stuck that question on one of the Rangers fan sites, and somebody come back. I'm not going to say what it was, but somebody said that there was somebody managed an addiction.
That's your trouble, Albert. You're always flaky.
I just wanted to join in with Starbuck's question.
Is that what you came on for? Just for the ice cream gag?
No, I want to talk about Starbuck's. What do you call it? Question.
On you go.
And I know we've all got our opinions, and quite rightly so. But I'm with Fox. I think if your man Gerrard does this one is going to be really special. And I think in my mind, this one's harder than what Soonan's done, because the amount of stuff that the club in general and the manager and all the supporters have had to overcome this time far outweighs what we had to overcome the last time. And it was hard the last time, don't get me wrong, but this time, by God, what we've had to go through and what we've had to get over, and we're still going through it now with our players, certain players getting it, and the club still getting bad publicity and all sorts of nonsense and all that boy came in there with his reputation hung right out there. He's head in the chopping block and well like that, and he's built a squad, a really good squad that we all enjoy watching now, and he's put value into the club. I know Warburton and all them spoke about putting value into the club, but none of them actually managed to do it. He's actually managed to do it. Backed up with Mark Allen and the board and all that. I'm not saying he's done it single-handedly, but his reputation has drew a lot of these players to Ibrox, you know what I mean? So, to my mind, this is the hardest. This is the hardest one because it's the club. Let's be honest about it, guys. Soonest didn't come into a situation that Gerrard came into, and if he manages to do it, which he will, that to me is going to be one of the greatest titles, if not the greatest title Rangers have ever won.
In my opinion, it'll be definitely be the most emotional, mate, for the Rangers family.
Aye.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think it's an absolutely fantastic thing, and it's the result that there's a determination about the squad and the fans. It's almost like, irrespective of media and everybody else, we're going to carry it through, and it's such a pleasure to be involved with the club and the fans that are up for that. That's really special.
Does anybody feel any negativity, or is there too much positivity? Portbear.
No, mate. The only negative stuff I feel is outside influences, and I really couldn't give a damn, because I think see the mere crap they write about us and the mere they say about us, I think it's galvanising us. I don't know if you're feeding off it. I really don't. I mean, me personally, I feed off it because see this title, it's going to make all the sweeter for me at the end, because I'm just going to sit and laugh. I'm going to laugh at them. I'm going to laugh at the media. I'm going to laugh at, that mob across the road, because it's just going to be bittersweet. They can say what they want. They can write what they want. With 55, and I've said it. You've not said it.
You'll be loaded on the overtime you'll get.
When 55 comes, mate, I think you just galvanise the club. From top to bottom, to the board, to Mark Garland, as Albert says there, to the squad that's been built, to the manager. It's, we're absolutely gold from the top to bottom. That's just my opinion, mate.
Can I agree with you, Corbett? Can I agree with you on that? Absolutely.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that we've actually got a squad now where you've actually got proper cover in virtually every position? Where you're looking at a squad that's supposed to be, this is our almost second team going to, and we've got a cracking second team, if you want to call it a second team. And how many years is it since we've had that? That's exceptional.
Can I come in there, Roxy?
On you go, mate.
I'm not going to put a damper on it, but we were in this same position last season, guys, and look what happened. So while we're all buoyant and we're happy, and we can see there's a vast improvement in the team. And what Harry said there, as I've been saying, it's great to see the players that we've got there. That it's not just fringe players who, some of the games, as Harry said, that you turn up at Ironworks and you were just hoping that we would win the game. But we're now saying that we can win the game, we can win it comfortably. But it's not a concern. But I don't want to say we're getting carried away. But I would say let's see what happens in the next 3 or 4 games, and then we can shout for the rooftops, because obviously we'll take care of Stranraer, and then obviously we're back to the bread and butter, which is the league, and we'll see how that pans out in the next 3 or 4 games. And then we could turn around and say whether we're there or no, because we tripped up badly last season, guys. We all know that. We come back after the winter break and we drew against Kilmarnock, and then we just imploded after it. Sorry, we get beat against Kilmarnock, and then we dropped a couple of drawing games after that as well. So, I
think we give people the positivity, JFK, and you're right, that what speaks can't lie. That's facts what you've said, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's great, but we're all positive.
The positivity is to see us as a different team, Albert.
Yeah. Aye, last year, look, remember, that was a lesson last year. We've learned that lesson. We're not making that mistake again. Trust me on that, mate. We're just no. Last year with the Kilmarnock game, you got to remember the big mistake with the Kilmarnock game was we played Defoe and Davis, and they weren't fit. And that big £20 million centre half made a complete and utter a-hole there. No, I mean, so that's what happened in that game. And they, as far as I'm concerned, we threw that game away. And it sort of went a wee bit wobbly after that. We went through February in a wobble, and then we come back out and started playing some good football again. But we're not making that mistake this time, mate. Defoe, Davis, and the whole squad, for that matter, are all up to fitness now. There isn't anybody getting into the team lacking fitness now. And they no played for months and months and months and coming back for injuries and all that. We are ready to go, and we're going to go. And there's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt in my mind about it. 55's coming home.
Hope you're right, Albert. It's going to be some party, mate. They'll be announcing next week what other things you need to bring to the party. We'll jump by another caller. If you're allowed to come this time, right enough. Evening, caller.
Hello.
Is that George?
George VK.
How are we doing, George?
How you doing, man? I've been missed. I've nearly been on the mental ward, man. When this winter break, I can't handle it. It's pure brutal. Absolutely. I never knew you were on night last night, so I noticed earlier on. I was like, oh, no danger.
I've been trying to avoid you,
so I watched the first before I come back on.
We're no on, George. We're only kidding.
We're all in here for you, boys. We're all in here for you, man. The business.
This is a recording, George.
Sanity returned. There ain't no sanity clause.
Oh, he's been and gone, mate. He's been and gone. Was he good to you, George?
Well, best it can be. Know what I mean? No complaints.
The 29th. What more do you want?
That was the best Christmas. Man, you better believe it. Oh, can't wait tomorrow night either. Can't wait.
Aye, everybody's looking forward to it. Bridge particularly. Bridge, man.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait. Really, I can't. The boys have been saying some things earlier on that are absolutely 100% correct. Seriously. Our team at the moment has been playing some fabulous football, really entertaining stuff. The crowds at Ibrox just absolutely love the way we're playing. And the young Morelos there is just scoring some sensational goals for us. And it's just lifting the whole place up. We're getting lit up, and it needs to continue. We can't afford, I agree with what Jimmy was saying there, we can't afford to drop in. And this is what I dare say, this is the thing that's going to hang us if we don't do it. We need to do it. We need to, one game at a time, please, everybody, one game at a time. Don't look any further than Friday night. All the way forward. Every single game. And if we do that, obviously with positivity, we go out there and we win them. Okay, we need to do at least one of the first 2 games need to be won, no matter what happens, just to get us over the hurdle of losing like a Morelos and letting Defoe come in and get his legs under him. Just do it. Yeah. Rangers, just go out there and mollocate them all, please.
Yeah.
Every single game's a 6-pointer. That's for sure.
Aye.
We can't drop a single point anywhere. And what we've got to do is go and beat the other mob again, and then that will sort it all out.
But when we start on this journey, once we get the cup out of the way, we start on the journey Wednesday against St Mirren, the pressure will ramp up. But I just want to ask Albert, we had a debate, well, not a debate, but everybody had slightly different teams for tomorrow night. What's your thinking, mate?
Oh, it's going to be. I'm with Fox. I think you should put the strongest team out because, after all, that's how we organised the game for the weekend there. We were terrified in case the game get called off like last year, and then we went into the Kilmarnock game called. So I don't see the point of getting these games organised and then no putting your strongest team out to get them up to speed. Anyway, I think it'll be a reserve team, and I think McGregor will start tomorrow. I think McGregor will start, and I think it will be Flanagan, Golson, and Big Edmondson, and Halliday at left back. And I think the midfield will be Davis, Kamara, and Jack, and the forwards will be Defoe, Jones, and Ojo. With the bench full of Kents and all sorts of people like that. Know what I mean? That team I just said, I don't think that team should play, but I think that's the team that will play.
Mm-hmm. 2 different things, mate.
Aye. Mm-hmm. But I'm in the mind that last year we learned the lesson last year that we were in that Kilmarnock game with no preparation, with game time. So why learn that lesson and then put a reserve team out tomorrow night? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's a point I'm struggling to argue with, Albert. I see where you're coming from. I mean, I know it's early in the year, but you've done your bit for the year, mate. Common sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, personally, I'd like to say a couple of words on that. And for me, one of the most difficult things playing wee teams is you must impose our style of play on them because we can't play like them. If we didn't put a team out there that we can properly impose ourselves on them, and I'm all for putting out the best team we've got, because you can easily take players off if you want to rest them once you've got yourself in a position to do that. But what you can't be doing is going there and having any kind of slip up.
That's also, I agree with you. That's I get the point that Albert and Fox are made about the best team, but in his press conference, he's not going to do that, George, is he?
I honestly think he will play his best team tomorrow. I think if we get a few goals up, then he'll start changing the team, putting about another couple of players on. Know what I mean? Just to get them up to speed. You know what I'm talking about? Once you've got the game safely in the bag, you know what I'm talking about? But no before that, you need to play your best team. I totally agree with Albert 100%.
What's the best team in the morning night for you then, mate? Would you be putting if you're picking it? Who are you picking?
Who am I picking?
Remember, I'm not available.
I'm going for anyway. McGregor. Well, Flanagan, Katic, Edmondson, Barisic, Jack Davis, Kamara, and Aribo, Jones, and Defoe.
All right, so you've got Jones in front of Kent now?
Yep.
Oh, that's a bold move there, Stardog.
I know. There he comes out.
But that's your first team, George, if everybody's fit?
Oh, I was going to say Kent, but I'm leaving Kent now this time. I'm going to give Jones a shout.
What's Kent done wrong?
No, I've just get this feeling that Jones is going to do it. I really have. He's got to start doing it. No, come on. Yeah.
We need to see Jones for 90 minutes, Stardog. You know,
he's not better than Ryan Kent, mate.
Nobody says he is, but what we're saying here is if we were playing, it was a Premiership team we were playing tomorrow, it would be the same 11 for the last game, obviously missing Tav because he's got an illness. But we're playing Stranraer tomorrow night. I think we've got a chance here to see what Big Horgy can do alongside Cathy. And George's team's more or less along my lines, although I would have Ojo and Jones playing, because I think that's what the manager will play. I want to see Jones perform for 90 minutes tomorrow night.
I'm the same, mate.
I've got absolutely no qualms with Jordan Jones playing tomorrow whatsoever, mate. I was trying to get inside the manager's head earlier, and I don't know. I've got a feeling he's going to go with Kent and Ojo and Defoe up front. I don't know why, but am I the only person that said that Nathan Patterson will play tomorrow?
I think so.
I'm between Flanagan and Patterson.
I just don't think Polster and that will play. I mean, I don't know what Flanagan's contract thing is like. I think he's out of contract in the summer as well, but I know Polster's been told that his service is basically under-required, so I don't think Polster will play. And I think, this young boy is, he's supposed to be the real deal, this young boy, mate. So, I would really like to see him.
Be careful what you're reading that, mate. There's mixed bags coming out about Polster, mate.
Polster's actually been told, as far as I've read, that
I'm talking about Patterson Ops.
No, the Polster, obviously people are putting a lot of the two together, and he's been told he's surplus, but it just depends what media and you come start by GFK.
To be quite honest with you, no disrespect to the boy Patterson, he played against a pub team the other night, and that's what Tashkent were. Let's no kid ourselves on. It was a great run out for the guys. They played two different teams, first and second half, and the boy Patterson performed well, and I hope he does well with Rangers in the future that he's got. But for me, it's near a full team as you can pick. We've got a good squad of players. Will he be on the bench tomorrow? I don't know. Me, I would go with Flanagan all day. If Polster had been a bit more game time, I'd have given him a run out. So for me, Stardog, at the very, very, if he's lucky, Patterson would probably get maybe on the bench. But for me, it's too early for him. So Flanagan for me, whether he finishes the end of this season or no, he's still a man who's got a bit of experience at that position. Although I'd like to have seen one of our own is in Polster, and I hope they keep Polster. It's a mixed bag out there. People are saying Polster's going to go. Others are saying there's rumours that he's been asked to. No, well, not asked. He's been told that you're going to be staying because we don't know how long Big Tab's going to be. So there's a possibility he might play. But for me,
I can see a player in there.
Can I come in there, Jimmy?
One at a time.
Jimmy, can I come in there?
There you go, pal.
There was loads of things said about the boy. I remember the boy last year, McPake. All this, he was brilliant. And look what happened to him. You know what I mean?
Aye, you're right, mate.
He just kind of died away, didn't he?
Aye, I can see where Stardog's coming for, and I'm no disagreeing. I could see there was a player in there, but you've got to remember the opposition that we were playing, and we played two different teams, first and second half, and let's hope there's a good future for the boy Patterson. But for me, like yourself, play the strongest team available with a few changes, George, and go out there and win the game. You know, I want to see Jordan Jones get 90 minutes.
He's going to get a game sometime, isn't he?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Sitting the bench all the time.
He's got to get 90. I've been saying this ever since he came to Ibrox. I know he came on and done the silly thing against the puddle drinkers. I want to see him get a full 90 minutes, whether it's against Stranraer or no, and let's see what he can do for us. And I want to see Big Edmondson, Big Horgy, get a run in with Katic and see what he can do for a full 90 minutes. And that shows what we've got going forward in this second half of the season.
Exactly.
Can I come in now?
Well said, mate. Well said.
Right. In you come, Bridgman, and then we'll go to Port Vale.
Okay, just to say, see when you're speaking about the right back position, and there's a choice between young Patterson or indeed Flanagan. If a lot of folk like myself who are thinking maybe Flanagan might be better to give him a run out as well, because he is a reserve, as they say. That places young Patterson in fourth place, because if Polster is not going to get a chance at right back, young Patterson's behind Polster, by the sound of things. Or is it vice versa? Is Polster behind young Patterson? And if you think about it, if young Patterson's he's going to be a sort of a future star by the sound of things. I would personally think he would be better getting a chance tomorrow night. At least get a second half out it anyway, you know. But it just shows you the strength we've got in that area now. Sorry, Oxford.
I think if we watch Bridget, you don't get carried away and say somebody's an automatic starter because they play in a bounce game.
Oh God, no, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying if Tavernier's out, so you've got a choice of three players by the sound of it, and the young lad Patterson in his last game played quite well, in fact very well in the first half.
I was impressed with the boy, but I don't think
so it might be worthwhile giving him a wee crack against a team like Stranraer to see if he can fit in with that team. Either that or he's just going to drift away possibly, you know.
Once we're 5-0 up.
Once we're 5-0 up,
Bridgman, the fact that Tav's injured, why would you then have another experiment in there where you have to get somebody in the team who's not been in the team?
Well, you're going to have to do that, aren't you?
Because the young boy's not going to be playing against it Murn or at Tynecastle, is he?
Only if he comes out and plays really, if he gets a chance and he plays a 90-minute game and he plays very well, then, you know, if Tav's still injured, you never know. I think it'll be Flanagan personally because he's experienced. So I think he'll see.
But the young boys are not strong enough yet. You've seen that. They're not strong enough yet to play.
I agree with you.
They're just no. They've got talent. They don't get talent, but they're not strong enough. See, like this game. But see this game tomorrow night. It's not a trial. This is a Scottish Cup tie. And everybody thinks we're getting in here to give players 90 minutes and put young boys in the team and do all these mental things. We're not in a position. We're in a good position, but we're not in a position to start doing that. We want to win the cup, remember.
Yeah, but we're only speaking the team up.
We're only speaking about one. Albert, can I come in?
George, one at a time.
Albert, can I come in?
George, just wait. Port Bears
coming in.
Just hold your reach for a second.
Albert, but we're talking about the right back position. So it's just a one single position. I would just mean there's a bit of, not confusion because that's not the word, but we'll get three, shall we say, potential right backs there for our team. Flanagan would be number one for me to be the reserve. And I think Paulson, who's never done anything wrong when he gets a game, he's come out and he's done the business. And then you've young Patterson, who did start a game over in Dubai and played very well. I'm not dead sure which one the manager would go with, but if it's one position, we would need to support it no matter what happens. If it's a young lad, he needs to be supported by the more experienced players, and let's see how he does. But I think he'll go with Flanagan.
Just to echo what the boys are saying, I think, just to touch on first of all what Jimmy said about Jordan Jones, I think I'd like to see Jordan Jones get 90 minutes just for the sake. I remember seeing him against Midtjylland over there, and I definitely see a player than Jordan Jones, and I think he's sort of player, even if he's an impact player at Rangers, it might not be a first pick every week behind Ryan Kent, but I think he's got that sort of ability where he's an impact player where he can come on. He drives your team 30 yards out of the park with, his dribbling ability, he's got pace, he's got an eye for goal as well. So I would like to see Jordan Jones getting a few cameo roles and, become a super sub, but certainly a guy that comes out of the bench and gets us breaking down these tough defences that we keep facing. Stranraer, they'll play a 5-3-2, mate, probably. With every man behind the ball, they'll lump the ball to their two big centre forwards. And, it's going to be hard tomorrow. Like Albert says, maybe not an ideal game for Nathan Patterson tomorrow but it's probably going to be pretty physical. So I think I would go with, Flanagan, just for his experience. And he's also a tough wee bugger as well. He doesn't take any prisoners, a wee man. He's a tough wee nut. You've already got your young centre halves. I think the last thing you need is another young player at right back, alongside Edmondson and Katic. But certainly he's one for the future. There might be games later on where we can throw him in, certainly. But I just don't think, Albert says, every game's got to be won, mate. We've got to put the most experienced side we can get out there.
All right, can I go to Stardog with a Stardog you listening?
I'm listening, mate.
Are we assuming, here's one for you, are we assuming that George Edmondson's playing at centre half?
Yes.
Because he has played it right back before.
I know that, mate. I was just flying it out there, mate, because I wasn't judging Patterson on that game at the weekend, mate. I would only even kind of half judge him if he was to play tomorrow. I mean, because we're at Hamish Road, mate. It's a game we should comfortably win regardless of who's playing on the park for us. You know what I mean? We're Rangers at the end of the day. But I don't know what the deal is with Polster. And I could see a fitter player in Polster when I was saying that earlier, Jimmy. There's something that way Polster, mate. I mean, he's a clever fitter player.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's not. We don't know what's going on during the week at training. But for me, mate, I mean, he would surely for me have to be knocking on the door of the first team, especially now that James Tavernier's injured, mate. Because my understanding was when we brought him in, it was to replace Tavernier. That didn't happen to him, and he's not done anything to me when he's came on Polster. It looks to me as if he's no go.
Okay, I'll give you a scenario then. If James Tavernier was fit, right, and the manager decided to rest him, would you put in the boy Patterson?
No, it would be Polster.
No. James Tavernier is still fit, hypothetically. Right. There's no way that he's going to replace him with a boy who's played 45 minutes or whatever against a team. They were a rubbish team. And that's not taken away for the 6-1 result of the Rangers, but all Bear said there, these young boys aren't good enough to step up this level. No, with Glenn Middleton there and it flattered to deceive and come on. We need to.
He could play a game time with us last season.
No, I know him,
chance. That's my
point. We were all bumming him up, and that is good. And I was one of the ones that was doing that. But I just think this is a game. Although it's against Shinra, play the strongest team. Flanagan has got the experience. Go with the experience, and then if the boy's on the bench and we're winning the game quite comfortably, bring the boy on for a bit of experience, playing in front of a 40,000 crowd at Ibrox, and that would do his confidence the world of good. And then go and do what he's got today. You've got to remember the Tunnock's Cup thing's coming up shortly as well, and he'll be part of that. They're playing Inverness, Cali Thistle up in their stadium, in February. So the boys on the bench might get a chance to go in, But Oxia, can I just interject for something a wee bit different? Just as somebody that you and I know, Robert Maguire, who's taken quite ill. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Maguire, no, I don't know Robert.
You know Robert, right? Okay, right. Can I just say to all the guys out there in the lobby, I'm not asking you today. If you go to the Blues Brothers Rangers Supporters Club, right? They're doing a 1 to 100 to shot. They're asking for you to pick a number and you'll get your number. Robert's he took unwell coming back for the Kilmarnock game, and unfortunately he's taken a wee turn for the worst, and the guys in Partick and the Rosevale, the Windsor, are trying to raise some funds. I've known Robert a long time. I went to school with one of his brothers. Nice chap he is. So you guys, if you go into the Blues Brothers Rangers Supporters Club on Facebook, and you'll see the link there, and you can go and do what you want to do. If you want to donate something or pick a number through PayPal, you can see Stan Murdoch is the man to PayPal through it. So sorry for just jumping in there, Oxia.
I'm sorry to hear that, mate.
Robert, I've known Robert a lot. I mean, stayed around the corner from me in Partick. See, I went to school with his older brother John, and Robert worked with my wife in the bingo a lot of years ago. So anybody that knows Robert, I knows a few guys from the party.
Good blue nose.
Robert's a great blue nose. Robert, you take care, pal. And thinking about you, mate. Hope everything goes well as it can be.
Yeah.
He's known a good few years and no way to get into things that.
All right, okay.
He lost
all right. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that.
Okay, pal. Sorry to just jump in.
All right, so we move on to the morning night, and I think it was Albury said first and foremost it is a Scottish Cup tie. We've got to win it, and we move on to Wednesday. But the excitement after the morning night, Albert, the excitement's got to start building, eh?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I mean, it's each game now is for a reason, and the reason is to win the league. So whether it's cup, whether it's European, or whether it is the league itself, each game now is for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's important that we keep focused on it all. We can speculate all day long. Big Golson will play tomorrow night, and I'll tell you the reason why Golson will play tomorrow night, because he wants to lead the team out. He's a vice captain. He's busting to get that armband, and that's why he'll be saying, I'm leading the team out. I know Jack led the team out at Dubai in the first half, but Golson will definitely want to lead the team out. Definitely, no doubt about it. So the excitement's building. It's building me the new, mate. I'm looking forward to it. To me, I've got everything ready. I've used the winter period to prepare my boots, my shin pads, my chibs, a lot. Everything's ready, you know what I mean? It's all polished and ready to go.
Can I just say I agree with Albert? I agree with Albert there.
Have you still got your shin pads, Bridge?
Aye. Still got my boots and my shin pads.
And you come, George.
What can I say? I mean, we're talking about the youth, you know what I mean? It's way beyond that, man. I feel sorry for Jimmy and his friend and that. I really do, man. I feel it. All the best for him, you know what I mean? I mean that sincerely. And what was like to talk about with the youth? I don't know if anybody happened to notice I was talking about Albert, saying about how kind of light there. You know what I'm talking about? Fairly's kind of like, man, right? I don't know if you happened to watch the what you call it, the kind of preparation for the game today, and it's showing you the players and that. You see that boy, Kai Kennedy, was absolutely outstanding when they won that cup. And he's been outstanding like the majority of the games he's been in. The youth team, it showed you him playing. I don't know if you noticed it today, but it showed you him playing today with the rest of the senior team. And he just looked lost. Honestly, he looked completely lost. At one point, man, the coach just happened to come on and put his arm in him. And I was like, man, that's what could happen to that boy. He could just collapse tomorrow night, you know what I mean? You need somebody solid in there. You've got to put somebody solid in there, you know what I mean?
Oxdear, the gaffer commented it on his presser. He said, look, if they're good enough, they'll be in. It doesn't matter about strength, and I know what we're saying about strength, ability, and you're becoming a man. He's told them, he's an ex-academy player himself, Gerard. He's told them if you're good enough and you're consistent enough, because that's the thing with young boys, isn't it? It's their consistency. Nobody's doubting these boys' ability, but as well as their form, their consistency is important, and that's what the gaffer said. If they're good enough, they would be in. That's the bottom line.
I remember a game at Ibrox. I think that young boy Kai Kennedy was playing, and it was some lovely stuff down the left wing and doing all right on the byline. And he beat them. I can't remember the opposition. Beat them about twice or three times in a row. And one time he was running out and he got absolutely whacked. Absolutely whacked. Had to go after.
Totally. Same with
Atakai, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Same happened to him. He's moved to that finish mob, and the manager says they've got him there to win the championship. I mean, that's how highly they rate him. I rated him enough. I thought he was a quality player, but he got hammered, and that was it.
Yeah, but I'd seen, but no him to any of the boys. No, I mean, I'm not getting at any of the boys. The boys have got talent. There's no doubt about these boys have got talent. But you can't. Your build is your build. You'll grow to a certain size, and that's it. You ain't going to get any bigger. You just go. That's just the way it is. We all want to be 6'4" and build like brick shit houses, but it's not going to happen, is
it? Believe me, mate. 6 foot's no good.
Dad would take 5'4".
But, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, and I looked at that wee boy Patterson, and I looked at the other two wee boys that come on, and you can see the boys have got a lot of skill. They've got something about the boys. So I'm saying to myself, if you don't bulk up, son, and manage to get some weight and some muscle on it, it's not so much weight, it's muscle. You need to get the muscle on you. If you don't manage to do that, you ain't making it in professional football. You just know.
Anyway, we'll be joined by Denver Bear. Evening, Denver.
Good evening, guys. How are we?
All right, mate. All right, mate. How we doing? How's you, mate? How was your festive?
We did well. Aye. Happy New Year to you all, guys. Aye, good.
Yep.
I've not spoken
You
to
too.
you since then, aye.
You too, Denver. You too, pal.
I think I'm just thinking there, only 29 sleeps till I see the Rangers again.
29.
29. Aye. For the first time I've seen the Rangers live for 4 years. 4 years was the last time I was at Ibrox. So I'm really looking forward to it. Me, my boy, he's gone to Ibrox for the first time. So
is he? Is it his first time? And he's 44.
Aye, he's 44. Can you believe that? Aye. He saw the Rangers. Saw the Rangers in California, and he saw a game at Love Street, or whatever that shitehole's called now. But, aye.
New Love Street.
Aye, New Love Street. Aye. He's never seen a game at Ibrox, so I just want to check with JFK. Are we still on for your tickets for the Braga game? Jimmy!
I'm sure
talk to me.
Jimmy sorted tickets out for you for the Braga game, mate.
I'm here, mate. I'm here.
All right.
Tickets are sorted, pal.
All right, bro. That's all I need to know. Thanks, guys.
Okay, mate.
I look forward to meeting up with you, Jimmy. We'll meet up with you at the bistro on the Saturday at the Livingston game. How's that sound?
We'll get that sorted, pal.
All right, bro. Thanks, mate. Thanks. That means $1 million to me, man.
Good man.
Anyway, so I'm not going to keep you on long, guys, because I know Bridge pays the bill, but he's not got that much money to pay the phone bill for Denver, you know?
Yeah, Gaff.
I know, aye. But just remember, 29 sleeps, boys. 29 sleeps, and then we'll be over there.
Did you get my message, Denver?
First time for 4 years seeing the Rangers. Excellent. All the best, guys. See you soon.
Did you get my message, Denver?
I did, thanks, aye.
All right.
All the best. Thanks, Ox. All the best. We'll see you soon, guys.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Take care. Bye.
It's easy for us, but you forget. Well, obviously, life takes over people, but the passion for the Rangers doesn't go. Bridge, you've been an expat. It's no easy, is it?
Yeah.
Bridge?
It's no easy, mean Bridge.
Well, you come in.
I couldn't quite hear you there, Oxford. I do apologise, pal.
You need to throw that new headset you've got out the window.
I've not got it on. Back to the old.
Being an expat's no easy, is it? And
God, no. Oh, I know how Denver feels. I know how you feel. There are times when you desperately need to be here, and sometimes you try to take your mum down the road, and if your dad was there, you maybe take him down. I don't know if he would be very reluctant to go down there, but your mother would probably enjoy it. Sorry?
Very was.
I'm saying that, you know, I couldn't get my father away from Glasgow unless he was going to work, because he worked in England quite a lot, you know, so it's really difficult. And yes, when you're living down, I was over in South Africa, down here, down beside you, or down at Nottingham, my God, you know, 10 years away from home, but 12 years away from home, killer, homesickness, not all the time.
I know JFK suffers and he's on the move for party to Pearson Park.
It's better than moving from party to Yoker. Come on now. I mean, I've stayed in some holes in my time now. I mean, I moved from Partick to Knightswood. Then I moved, when I thought I'm a toff, I stayed in High Knightswood. It's only called High Knightswood. I stayed in the top of a hill. And then I moved to Peterson Park. What a yoker tramps are across the road. I'm a yoker.
Shocker, yeah. You're a shocker, JFK.
You know what I'm talking about, mate.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, pal. I know what you're talking about.
Scabby Doug's in one side, the good ones on this side.
Scabby Doug's.
Right, so a lot of you will be at the game tomorrow night, so just give your thoughts on how it's going to go. JFK.
I'm going for 7-0, hat trick for Defoe, and I'll be on here with you tomorrow night because I've just had my operation. So if you want to have me here tomorrow night, I'm happy for me to do that.
No, take the night off.
No, it's all right. I'll come on.
No, it's all right. Take the night off.
7-0, Defoe hat trick. There you go. That's something.
Bridgeman.
Well, I'm going to stick by my old tried and trusted 1-0, but I obviously want a complete nullification of them. We should turn that mob by about 5 or 6 goals.
I was looking for at least 2 or 3 after you for the morning.
Well, we should beat that mob. If we can't beat that mob by 3, 4, 5, 6, there's something wrong with us.
All right, start talking.
We should beat them at least 1-0, Bridger.
That'll do for me, pal. Get you through the next round. I'll tell you now, and I'm not being funny. You just think about it. Every game, 1-0 for the Rangers, 1-0 for the Rangers to the end of the season, and 55's there, ding-a-ling.
You know, well said, we did, mate. My nerves would be shattered.
I know.
Hopefully they'll do us a favour and score more than one. No, I'll go for 5 tomorrow, mate. I expect Defoe to get a couple. I don't know about a hat-trick, but I expect them to get a couple. 5-0.
All right, Albert, then George.
If we score 1 or 2 in the first 10 minutes, it'll be about 6-7. But if we don't, it'll be 4-0.
George?
Oh my God, my score. He just took my score. That was my score. I'll let you go 5 now. Right.
Go for 1-0.
Jones will get a couple of goals tomorrow. Definitely Katic and all.
All right. We'll go to Fox and then Port Bear. Fox, what's your thing? How it's going to go?
Nothing each, but we'll beat them in the replay, mate.
Go through penalties, Fox.
You get on that drink, Fox. Absolutely brilliant.
Beat that there.
Well, what do I say, mate? I'll go for 5, mate. A couple of doubles for Defoe. Probably double for Jack. Actually, I'm going to go for the Mora and Katic.
Can I give you a late prediction for the Mora? Marsden Bear in the lobby says Bobby Sands says 8-0. Well done, Marsden.
Oh.
Well done, Marsden Bear. Can you make up? Can you know? Excellent.
The old jokes are the best.
The old jokes are the best.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. It's over to Brits.
What can I say? Another marvellous night, by really good discussions and a real good laugh as well. And can I just say for tomorrow night, every single Rangers fan all over the world, get it going for the Rangers. Get out there and buy the tickets and fill the stadium. Do it, because we need it. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Thanks to yourself, Bridge. Thanks to everybody who's joined us tonight on the call. Some good banter. I liked your enthusiasm for a 1-0 victory, Bridge. Loved it. Loved it. Thanks to everybody for taking part in the show. Particularly the new caller, Harry Allen, who joined us tonight. Great to hear from him, and always great to hear from Denver. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7:15. A pre-match show building up to the first game of 2020. Thanks for listening. See you all soon. Just remember, it's starting to come. Follow the money. Take it away, Fox.
The They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to Timeless Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best.